With me in the studio today are some fairly unique, really tough, rugged motorcycle boots from the company Merlin. They're really comfortable as well. I will get onto that as we go through this review, but these are the MERLIN Magnum utility waterproof motorcycle boots. They're only available in the black colorway as of the making of this video, and they're £179.99. And when I say tough, I don't often do this, but let's start with the CE rating on these, because generally speaking, with motorcycle boots of this kind of height, they're all level 1 across the board. So there's 2 levels when it comes to footwear. There's level 1, level 2, obviously 2 being the higher level. For most trainers, boots, light footwear like this, you'd expect them to be level 1 across the board. For these, with the exception of height, they are level 2 actually. So obviously with boots like this, they're never gonna have a level 2 in terms of the height. That is for taller, touring, off-road style motorcycle boots. Those numbers relate in order to abrasion resistance, impact cut resistance, and transverse rigidity. Now looking at the boots, that kind of makes sense to me. These, in my eye at least, when they say utility, they look a little bit more like army surplus boots. And because of that, they should be really tough and hard wearing. I really like that style as well, and I've often seen actually, or at least I've occasionally seen around London, a few people wearing military boots because they're designed to be tough. They're designed to be waterproof and highly usable. When we're talking about utility, that doesn't get anything much more utilitarian than military clothing. And like I mentioned, they're really comfortable, instantly comfortable. And that's something that I think Merlin have improved a lot over the years. And although they are a more value for money brand, obviously that value for money tends to be creeping up, or it has been over the past few years, but also the quality has been improving as well, whereas a lot of other brands at their kind of price point kind of just seem like they're resting on their laurels. They sort of just sit there in terms of the quality of their products. Merlin do not sit still. They're constantly seeking to improve their designs, improve their comfort, their materials, etc. These have a combination of materials, as you can see. So they use a really tough and hard-wearing leather, and they use a ballistics nylon as well for the fabric portion of them. They've got a really solid sole. It is a reinforced footbed, and it's really grippy as well. Quite a high rise on that heel, and you'll notice stitching around here, which looks like a Goodyear welt. It isn't a Goodyear welt, it's just there for the visuals. That does kind of make sense for this price point, but you can tell that when you look on the bottom there, you can't see any follow-up stitching along there. They've got reinforcement at the toe, at the heel, and they use D3O on the inside for your ankles, which is often preferred by anyone making footwear because it is soft, obviously, as you're moving around and flexing your foot, but if you need it in the event of an impact, then it will stiffen. They have a comfort mesh liner, really breathable, but they're also fully waterproof. So they use a Hypora waterproof membrane on the inside, which I've got a lot of experience with in the variety of clothing elements that I've used in the past. And I find it to be comfortable, reliable as well, which is important from waterproof membranes. They're quite interesting visually, I think because of the buckle at the top. So they're a lace-up design, no side zip entry on these, but on the outside of your ankle, you will notice a strap. So you can fasten this across there, and it's Velcro fastened as well. So you can get that in the right spot. You can adjust it for yourself, but then for ease of use and ease of access later on, you can just undo the clasp instead and snap it in place. Certainly a unique feature, not seen that before. It doesn't really impact one way or the other in terms of comfort, other than making them feel a bit more secure, I suppose. Really tough and functional pair of motorcycle boots from Merlin with a quite unique style. But if you don't like this style, you want to see some other stuff from Merlin, I'll drop links to these boots, but the rest of Merlin's range as well in the description. You can check them out there, and I'll see you soon.